1764 in America's rugged Northwest. Let's wish her good morning in her own language. Repeat after me. Totsneri Kaya. Kaya's life was very different from ours. Her morning began when the camp crier announced the start of a new day. Then it was time for Kaya to get up and get dressed. Kaya belonged to the Nez Perce tribe. The clothing that Nez Perce girls wore, like everything else in their lives, came from the natural world around them. Kaya wears a soft dress made from faux deer hides. The shape of the hides makes her skirt nice and wide, so riding a horse is a breeze. Kaya also wears a necklace made of pretend porcupine quills. Dresses back then were often decorated with beautiful things from nature: clamshell beads, abalone shells, and elk's teeth. If a girl's dress had many elk's teeth, she had a good father for a hunter. Let's say thank you to Kaya in her language. Repeat after me. Kasi yao yao, Kaya. Thank you, everyone. Instead of nodding or shaking your head, there were signals for yes and no. To motion yes, rest your fan on your right cheek. For no, rest your fan on your left cheek. To say I'm sorry, cover your eyes with the fan. Great job, everyone. Who knows, maybe fan talk will come in handy for you someday, as long as you have a friend who can speak fan talk to. Let's show our appreciation for our Nellies and McDonald. You know, the turn of the last century was the beginning of big changes for women, in their daily lives and in fashion too. In 1917, when America entered World War I, the U.S. government asked women to stop buying corsets because more steel was needed for the war effort. Women must have been thrilled. I know. I read that eliminating corsets freed up 28,000 tons of steel. That's enough to build 2 battleships. Wow. There were lots of other changes in fashion between Samantha's time and Kit's time, too. For example, zippers were invented, and pockets were added to women's clothing. Did you know that up until then, only men's clothing had pockets? It sounds as if things were getting pretty modern. And our next American girl is looking pretty modern, too. Kit Kittredge was a clever, resourceful girl who helped her family cope during the Great Depression. She lived in Cincinnati, Ohio in 1934. By then, girls dressed a lot more comfortably than they did in Samantha's time. Sweater sets and feed skirts were all the rage. One reason sweater sets became so popular was that they were easy to mix and match, and they were usually less expensive than 2 individual sweaters. That was important because during the Depression, most people couldn't afford to buy new clothes. In fact, many people lost their jobs, their money, and even their homes. So it's not surprising that they never threw away worn out or used up clothes, or even scraps of fabric. Instead, they found creative ways to reuse them. There was a saying back then about doing more with less. Use it up, wear it out, make it do, or do without. That sounds a lot like recycling. That's a good saying, even for today. Let's all say it together. Repeat after me. Use it up, wear it out, make it do, or do without. Good job, everyone. And here's some more exciting news about Kit. On July 2nd, a feature film about Kit and her adventures will be premiering in movie theaters across the country. It's called Kit Kittredge, an American Girl, and it stars Academy Award nominee Abigail Breslin as Kit. And as a surprise treat today, we have a short clip of the movie. Let's take a look.
All my life, I wanted to be a reporter.
HBO Films and Picture House proudly present the first major motion picture based on the American Girl stories.
How's my girl?
Hello, sweetie. What's your name?
Kit Kittredge. I want to be a reporter, sir.
Fascinating.
You want an article about her?
Yes, thank you.
You're kidding. She's not kidding.
I'm not kidding.
This summer, how do you turn the worst of times
Everyone's in trouble these days.
into the best? Share the adventure
It's been a burglary.
I need to get on one of
the magic, and the courage
My family's in trouble. Holy cow.
with the best friends and family anyone could ask for. What do you want?
To be in prison.
What did you say?
What you're holding is the story you've been looking for.
Ooh, wait. Academy Award nominee Abigail Breslin.
It's fresh. It's new. It's real.
Kid Kittredge, An American Girl. July 2nd, 2008.
So popular in the Kit movie this summer. I bet you will too. Let's thank our Kit model now. Didn't she do a nice job? This is Julie Albright. Julie is a fun-loving girl growing up in San Francisco during the 1970s. She's full of energy and new ideas. She faces big changes in her life and learns to create a few of her own changes too. And boy, have styles changed from Molly's time to Julie's. By the 70s, almost every girl owned a pair of blue jeans, and they came in all kinds of styles. Julie's favorite pair was two-toned and bell-bottom. Here she wears them with an embroidered peasant blouse and a turtleneck. Julie also liked to do crafts, so she decorated her braided belt with blue, green, and orange pony beads. And this is Julie's best friend, Ivy Lane. Ivy was disappointed and pretty sad when Julie moved from Ivy's neighborhood to an apartment near Golden Gate Park. But Ivy soon learned that a little distance can't come between true friends. Right now, Ivy is dressed to spend a busy day with Julie, wearing a cowl neck top and teal pants. One day, when Ivy came to visit Julie, the two friends spent time collecting signatures for a petition that Julie was working on. Julie loved to play basketball, and when she found out that her new school didn't have a girls' team, she asked people to sign a petition saying that she would be able to play on the boys' team. It was hard work. You know, sometimes you don't think twice about all the opportunities that girls have these days. But 35 years ago, many schools didn't even have sports teams for girls. That began to change in 1972, when a law was passed stating that any school receiving money from the federal government could not discriminate on the basis of gender. The law was called Title IX, and it meant that what the boys got, the girls got too, both in the classroom and on the playing field. In 1970, before Title IX was passed, 294,000 girls played on high school sports teams. Today, that number is up to around 3 million. How many girls here today like to play sports? Raise your hands. That's terrific. In fact, I think we deserve a high five for the progress we've made, don't you? It's your turn. High five someone at your team. Yeah. Let's hear from the young past and present. You go, young. Julie and I live in the Southwest. But can you imagine wearing a long dress while you're riding? That's what Josefina had to do. In this long calico dress, Josefina rode side saddle with both of her legs on one side of the horse. Josefina wore this dress when she visited her grandfather in Santa Fe, the capital of New Mexico. The dress was sewn from cloth brought all the way from Europe. But not all of Josefina's clothes traveled so far. Her beautiful leather vest was made by a skilled craftsman right on the rancho. With its fancy designs, it was similar to the decorative saddles that were popular in the Southwest. Next, we have Kirsten in her striped
Nellie's pajamas are a soft lavender trimmed with fancy embroidered flowers. With all those little flowers dancing around her dreams, Nellie was sure to have a sweet night's sleep. Hers were made of soft, flowery flannel. The top had a Peter Pan collar with lace trim and tiny buttons down the shirt front. And her fluffy Chanel robe was perfect for snuggling in.
Or for wearing to slumber parties. You know, girls like Molly and Emily love to have slumber parties with their friends, just like we do. We pop popcorn, did each other's hair, told stories, and danced to their favorite music on the radio.
And wearing those pajama pants, you could really move.
Sleepovers were as popular with girls in the 1970s as they are today. So Julie Albright definitely would have loved them. When she went to a slumber party, Julie would have worn her favorite pajamas, which show her 70s style, with flowing sleeves, embroidered butterflies, and a slight bell bottom on the pajama pants.
At her slumber parties, Julie and her friends would stay up late listening to music on her record player or playing board games. When they did fall asleep, most of them curled up in something Felicity and Samantha didn't have, their very own sleeping bags.
You know, Julie's slumber parties do sound a lot like our sleepovers. And the night, think of all the fun you all could have together.
Imagine the stories you could share. You could ask them what it was like to be a girl long ago. Wouldn't they be amazed when you told them that what it was like in the 21st century? Imagine what you'd laugh about.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be fun to watch Julie teach Felicity some 70s dance moves? Now we're going to look at some more dress like your doll outfits. These are contemporary outfits for girls of today, like you, that have matching outfits for your dolls. The first outfit is for Mia, the brand new Girl of the Year for 2008.
Mia St. Clair is the youngest child and only daughter growing up in a family of hockey-crazed boys in upstate New York. Mia played hockey too, until figure skating became her focus, and now her passion.
How will Mia gain the courage to find her way in a sport she's still learning? That's what we'll find out in her stories.
The first outfit inspired by Mia is this magenta snowflake sweater with a zip top. The long sleeves have thumb holes, just like the sweater Mia wears to skating practice. If you don't want to use the thumb holes, it's easy just to cut back the sleeves.
And the top of Mia's skating skirt is embellished with embroidery and sequins.
After a long day of skating practice, Mia is ready to go home and curl up in the pajama set that our next model is wearing. Topped off with a faux layered tank top. Flowers bloom across both the top and bottoms of the pajamas.
With her style and winning attitude, Mia is sure to make her own mark. Let's thank both our Mia models today for their great work. She's going to sell seashells on the seashore. Our next model definitely looks ready for the beach. She's wearing the island vacation outfit. It features board shorts in a fun tropical print, along with a tank top and a halter-style hoodie sweatshirt.
It's so tropical. It makes me think of Hawaii. I bet the girls in our audience have learned about Hawaii in school.
Did you know that in ancient times, Hawaii's history was passed down through traditions like the hula? Hula is a dance in which stories
song and movement. One of the Hawaiian kings said that hula is a Our next outfit has plenty of language of the heart. We don't have time to teach a whole hula dance today, but would you folks like to learn a few of the arm movements that are sometimes used in hula dances? Good. Why doesn't everyone stand up and follow along with us? Everyone ready? For the word, the movement of the waves. Can everyone do this? Ocean. And if the song talks about the rising sun, a dancer might bend her knees slightly and place her hands down by her knees with her palms facing the audience. Then she would slowly bring her hands above her head, making a round shape like a sun. Let's try it again. The rising sun. How about one more? Let's do the word rainbow. A dancer might start with both of her arms extended to the left, and then she would raise her right hand up over her head out to the right side, like the beautiful arc of a rainbow. Wonderful. That's ocean. Dancers sometimes move their arms gently up and down, like this. Mimics rainbow. Good job, everyone. You can take your seats again. Let's thank our model dancers for their help.
Thank you, girls, for a terrific show. And we hope all of you enjoyed your day. So, can we have a real round of applause for all of our models? Now we're going to have the grand raffle winners to announce. So, could Amanda and Adriana come up and join me, please, to help me with this? And good luck to everyone. Now, what's important to remember here is that prior to this show, there were 4 other shows. So the